Hi guys, my name is Nancy and today I'm gonna talk about one of the Norse gods called Balder. Remember, when we do talk about something like this, there are multiple sources and you will get the many different versions, so you can hear a lot of different stuff about all these old Norse gods. But so what I'm telling you today is like one of the versions, one of the more commonly accepted versions or more famous versions. And Balder is actually a very interesting god. You might have heard about him already. But his name comes from something like, maybe it means Lord or shining or something like this. But it comes from the Old Norse name Balder. Balder. You might already know about some of the Norse gods like Thor. He was a warrior, and Loki and all of these, they were very active gods, acting out, going to war and stuff. While on the other hand, we have Balder. He was a very passive god, but he was very beloved and he was known for his beauty, and he is one of the smarter gods. He was mainly just loved by everyone and anyone. While other gods that we know, for example, again, Thor, he has really nice sides, and then he has this fierce, hard side, while Balder is only linked to good things. So he's like just portrayed as a god of love, beauty, wisdom. So he was like somebody that everyone looked up to as well, and everyone loved him, as I told you before. Balder lived with his wife Nanna in the hall of Breiðablik. Breiðablik or Breiðablik means a place with a great view, or something like something shiny and flashy. So you can imagine that this place was really, really nice looking, the place where he lived. His wife Nanna is a very, very good woman as well. She was mainly known for being the most faithful woman that have ever existed. And together with Nanna, they had a son, or Balder had a son that was called Forsete. Balder was also known for his amazing ship, Ringhornet. Ringhornet is said to be extremely large and even difficult for Thor to move. And it was supposed to be very beautiful and amazing. Well, the thing about Balder, even though he was like one of the gods that were so passive, he's majorly important for the Norse gods, because his role in the mythology is very big. Sadly enough, it's Balder's death that is so important here, because the death of Balder leads to Ragnarok, the downfall of the Norse gods. What happened is that Balder suddenly had a lot of nightmares and a lot of frights for his future. So his mom, Frigg, the wife of Odin, Balder was the son of Frigg and Odin, and the mom, Frigg, she went all over the world and everyone, every animal, every plant, and of course all the gods and so on, every living creature, they really loved Balder, so they all swore not to harm him. She left out one thing, and that was the mistletoe though. And because this was a very tiny plant, and she was like, yeah, doesn't matter too much. So she swore everyone, everything on the planet into not hurting Balder. And of course, everyone loved him so much, and they agreed not to harm him. So what happened is that now no one or nothing could hurt Balder. But Balder still had his nightmare, so his father, Odin, he went to Hel, the death kingdom of the Vikings, if they didn't come to Valhall. In Hel, he awoken a sorcerer and asked about why why Balder was having all these frights and nightmares about his destiny. But what happened here is that Odin actually saw that they were making a room for Balder in Hel, the place of death kingdom for the Norse gods. It's very important that we don't mix up and thinking about Valhalla like a place of heaven and Hel like a place of hell. It's more like just a death kingdom, because Valhalla, this is where they go if the Vikings, for example, if they died during battles, they would go to Valhalla. But Hel is also just a death kingdom, so it's nothing dark or like evil like we think about hell. Well, when this was ongoing, you know, that since nothing or no one could hurt Balder, actually the gods, the North gods, they were having fun. They were actually shooting arrows and throwing things at Balder because nothing hurt him. So this was their way of just having fun. But what happened here, you probably have heard about Loki, the quite evil and devious god. He was very envious of Balder. You know, Balder was so wise, he was beloved, he was very beautiful. So Loki was very envious here. So what happened is that while all these gods were having fun shooting at Balder, throwing things at him, his brother Hod was blind. So he was just there and couldn't take part in the gods' way of having fun. So what Loki did, in Norwegian we called him Loke. And what he did, he convinced Hod, the brother of Balder, that he could help him shoot at Balder. And Loki, of course, he did help Hod to shoot. What he didn't tell him is that the arrow he gave him was made of mistletoe, misteltein. The only thing that didn't promise not to hurt Balder. So, of course, when Hod shot at Balder, well, Balder died. As I told you before, Nanna, the wife of Balder, she was very faithful, and of course she loved her husband a lot. So when Balder died, she also died of grief. And they were buried together. The way they did this was putting them on Balder's ship, Ringhorne, this beautiful super big ship, and set it on fire. The only problem here was that the ship was so big that even Thor couldn't move it, so they needed a lot of help. But eventually they got to burn this, and Balder ended up in Hel. where a lot of the dead gods ended up. Frigg, the mother of Balder, she was so hurt and she missed her son so much. So she asked if anyone could go to Hel to try to get Balder back from the dead. And actually one of Odin's other sons, Hermod, he borrowed the horse Sleipner and went to Hel to ask if Balder could come back. But they were tricked here, so of course Balder didn't come back from Hel. Eventually this led to Ragnarok, the downfall of the gods. And I will tell you more about the Hel and Ragnarok in a video later on. But the thing is that we need to know about Balder is that he didn't have any grudge towards his brother Hod. So actually Balder and Hod were some of the gods that survived Ragnarok, and they came back from Hel and they lived together afterwards. So in a way, a happy ending. So guys, this was a little bit about Balder, a short version of everything that is out there. But I hope you enjoyed this little video with a bit of information about Balder and the death of Balder. If you would like to hear more about the Norse gods, about the way they live, about things like Ragnarok, Hel, Valhalla and so on, stay tuned, follow my channel because there will turn up some videos now and then. Bye!